Hey there, and welcome back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Sorry I had to cancel class last week. As you can tell, I've been fighting the creeping crud. Just wasn't able to talk last week. But I'm back, at least well enough to do class anyway. Before we get started, gotta do that little syllabus work we always do. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy knives and all things sharp, and you must or you wouldn't be watching this video, got one question for you. Have you subscribed yet? If not, why not? Easy enough to do. Just click that button right down there that says subscribe. Then after you've done that, you hit the bell next to it. You get notified anytime I put out a new video, which is, unless I'm sick, once a week, normally on Fridays. It's a win-win type situation. Win for you because you get notified every time I put out a video about a neat new knife or piece of survival gear. Win for me because, well, the more subscribers I have, the easier it is to get these neat new knives and all. But enough of that. On with class. Today we're taking a second look at a knife I first reviewed back in October of 2018. The Spyderco Endura 4. If you saw that video, I remember that I had my daughter carving a jack-o'-lantern using this knife, among other things. A little bit long of a video, but it was still kind of neat. If you're interested in seeing it, I'll post a link down below to tell you how to get to see it. But still, this thing has seen some relatively heavy use over the past year since I shot the video. It's a really handy knife for EDC, especially in my current job. I wear scrubs to my day job, and if you know anything about scrub pants and scrub shirts, well, they're not that thick, they're kind of thin, and a heavy knife would definitely drag down the pocket and be very obvious. And if you're wearing scrub pants, you don't want your knife to be obvious. Spyderco Endura 4 is a very thin knife, very light, not very heavy. Shipping weight on this thing is under 1/4 pound. The knife itself is right around 1/5 of a pound, which means right around 3 ounces. Nice size blade. Spyderco's classic leaf shape, which it moves smoothly enough, opens beautifully. The handles are fiberglass reinforced nylon. The blade is VG10. The knife is made in Japan. Very nice, very easy to open. Probably noticed I took the pocket clip off of this one. Again, when you're wearing scrub pants in a medical setting, you don't want someone seeing the pocket clip sticking out against your scrub pants. So, but it stays in position just fine. Has not been sharpened. It's just the way it was after the last video. Well, just the way it is after a year of reasonable use. I wouldn't call it hard use, not in a medical setting. Opened a fair number of boxes and cut some paper, but not anything I would consider heavy. It has been run through the washing machine once. Forgot it was in the pocket, and my wife didn't catch it before she threw the pants in the washing machine. Didn't go through the dryer though, thank goodness. Don't really want to expose good knives to high heat, they'll start taking temper out of the blade. So let's go ahead and see just how it does without any sharpening or touch-up after a year of reasonable use. As always, we'll start with a piece of paper. Okay. Not as sharp, as nice as it was out of the box. So, let's see here. Don't have a steel here. So that's okay. It's still cutting decently. That's here, cardboard. And right in nicely. Still cutting. Yeah, it does nice. Yeah. Kind of hanging up there a little bit, isn't it? But it'll still open up any box you need. Let's see here. Hang packaging. If we're going to use it on hang packaging, let's see. In fairly nicely. That went smooth and easy. So, definitely can't complain about that. Paracord. Where's the paracord? There's the paracord. Where's the end? There's the end. Let's see how it handles paracord then. And first cut went smoothly. Second cut. No. It's just cutting it, but it's taking its sweet time about it. Yeah. Okay, so it's not that great without sharpening against paracord anymore. Did great when it was new. But, hey, after a year, I'm not going to complain about that. Let's see how it handles leather, shall we? This is probably not going to be as nice as it was when fresh out of the box, but okay. Cut is a little ragged. Very ragged, but it's cutting it, which is better than some knives would do after a year without sharpening. Much better than some knives would do with that after a year without sharpening wood. And a piece of wood for my shop. Let's see here. It's still feathering that up. Taking a little bit of a risk here. Because sorry. As I said, I've got the creeping crud, so. But as much use as this has, I'm taking a little bit of risk with this, but let's see how it does. Pretty notch, but it really isn't doing that very well. Okay, that's without sharpening. Doing all right. Better than I'd expect after a year and no sharpening. but not fantastic. So let me go take it downstairs and do a little light sharpening, and then we'll see how it goes through the test then. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just a few passes on a set of ceramic rods. Didn't want to do anything major, as most people aren't going to be using, say, Canonian Edition Workshop Sharp or other fancy sharpening equipment. Didn't want to go too far. But let's see how it does now. A whole lot better on paper. Much better on paper. Cardboard. It was hanging up a little bit on the cardboard. Not hanging up anymore. Paracord. We had a problem with paracord and it really wouldn't cut. Let's see how it does with that. Quick. Straight to the small loop, which it wouldn't cut hardly at all. And, well, that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but you know what? It's a lot better than it was. Let's get that piece of wood back here. And it's feathering it up even easier than it did before, and I couldn't really complain about the way it feathered it up before. This was the part where it just did not do any good. Whoops. Felt something start to give there. Don't think we better continue with that. Nothing personal, but I don't want the pivot to break and have the knife come loose from my hand. I like my hand the way it is, you know. Okay. Let's go back to the leather. It cut the leather, but it was very rough and kept hanging up. Let's see here. Now it's cutting the leather nice and smooth and easy. Yeah, I can make a set of laces quick and easy with that now. Unfortunately, right now I'm out of zip ties, so I can't test that. But all in all, sharpened once in just a little over a year. Has seen reasonable, though not what I'd call heavy use. Opening up boxes and bags and the like. Still nice and smooth. Locks up beautifully. No play. Still centered fairly nicely. All in all, this little baby has lived up to Spyderco's reputation. Definitely, even after a year of use, worth every penny you'd pay for it. Since I did the original video, the price has gone up. Spyderco now has a minimum advertised price on this of $87.50. So if you find someone offering for less than that, either it's not a real Spyderco or they just figure that Spyderco isn't going to jump them about it for some reason. And knowing Spyderco, if they think that, they're dead wrong. So, but there you have it. Hopefully you found something neat and useful out of this video. Learned a little something. But I gotta get going. I may be sick, but I got shit I gotta do, as I'm sure you understand. So, y'all take care. I'll see you again next week when we do another class on another knife. And remember, it may be ability that decides what you can do. It may be motivation that decides what you will do. But it's attitude that decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do something, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.